Hello everyone, my name is Katie Rose, and this is my personal and leadership branding video. A little content overview on what we're going to be covering today. What are frames? An overview of the frames themselves, examples of frames, what is reframing, and my own personal frames. First, let's talk a little bit about what the frames are. Frames are used to help leaders understand and navigate organizational challenges from different perspectives. These different perspectives are the structural, human resource, political, and symbolic frames. So let's dive deeper into all of these frames and what we use them for. The first is the structural frame. This frame focuses on the how of change. It is task-oriented framed and concentrates on strategy. It involves setting measurable goals, clarifying tasks, responsibilities, and reporting lines, agreeing on metrics and deadlines, and creating systems and procedures. The main idea of this frame is goals, roles and division of labor, and formal relationships. The central focus is alignment and structure with goals and environment. The human resource frame mainly focuses on giving employees the power and opportunity to perform their job well, while also addressing their needs for human contact, personal growth, and job satisfaction. The key concepts for this frame are needs and motives, capacities and skills, and feelings. It generally is used to figure out how an individual fits into an organization. The political frame addresses the problem of individuals and interest groups having sometimes conflicting agendas, especially at times when organizations have to make difficult decisions. In this frame, you'll see coalition building, conflict resolution work, and power-based building to support the leaders' initiatives. The key concepts are interests, conflict, power, and scarce resources. The central focus is getting and using power and managing conflict to get things done. The final frame is the symbolic frame, and it addresses people's needs for a sense of purpose and meaning in their work. It focuses on inspiring people by making the organization's direction feel significant and distinctive. It includes creating a motivating vision and recognizing superb performance through company celebrations. The key concepts of this frame are culture, myth, ritual, and story. The central focus is building culture and staging organizational drama. A leader should use frames as lenses to help gain an overall view and to decide which frame to use. A leader might use one frame at one time and then decide that it's not the right fit and switch to another. They also might combine frames at the same time to get the best fit in one scenario. Another crucial aspect of the model of frames is to avoid the temptation to just stick to one frame for every single situation. Bowman and Deal believe that not one single frame works well in every situation, and if a leader only uses one frame, they'll act ineffectively. So let's examine some examples of when to use frames. A leader might use frames when there's a lack of motivation or commitment, if the main group challenge is confusion about priorities and responsibilities, and finally, if the group has experienced uncertainty and anxiety about the direction in which a situation is going. So the frames help to enhance team unity. It helps leaders to align their teams by providing a clear perspective on work processes, which fosters a sense of unity. It helps improve decision making because effective framing influences leadership decisions, inspires teams, and transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. It provides increased motivation because positive framing can inspire clarity, motivation, and collaboration. It gives stronger organizational identity because framing of the overall narrative of the organization helps create a cohesive culture and strong organizational identity. Finally, it just gives overall better communication. Framing is essential for strong leadership communication because it shapes behaviors and narratives within the organization. So because of all these benefits of frames, reframing is so important for organizational leadership. Reframing is the strategic process that involves changing how leaders view and respond to challenges. It's important because it helps leaders to initiative solutions and effective communication. Reframing allows leaders to overcome resistance to change, improve team effectiveness, and foster a culture of innovation and adaptability. Leaders can use reframing to shift their thinking and break cognitive ruts to unlock new possibilities for their organizations. So after going all of that, let's go over my personal frames. So I lead with the political frame, and which is also known as the red frame, hence the fire. So what I've learned about myself is that I'm extroverted, talkative, and involved, and I've known all of this for my whole life. I do talk a lot. The strengths of the red frame, or myself, are that I'm competitive, demanding, determined, strong-willed, and purposeful. Some gifts of the red frame are confidence, determination, they love challenges, we're focused, and we influence others. However, we do have such an in-your-face personality that it comes with challenges. Because of this, on a bad day, I might be seen as aggressive, controlling, driving, overbearing, and intolerant. Some liabilities of the red frames are we can be seen as poor listeners, can be seen as arrogant, we push too hard, and don't wait for feedback. As I've said, I do have this frame which has a let's do it now personality, and I've definitely communicated with others that are the let's move quickly, let's get it done. I'm not a person who likes to procrastinate, and this definitely affects how I work in a team because I can be seen as pushy. So now, how do I operate in organizations? So this can actually be helpful in organizational settings because I really can push the group to work quickly and effectively. I'm a big driving force in communication, especially with more introverted people. However, this can be harmful in organizations, especially to people who lead with green. These people like everyone to feel included and there to be a lot of trust. And I've definitely noticed in the past that I'm the type to bulldoze people and do things for them if they haven't done them quickly enough or up to my standard. And after being in this class, I've definitely learned that I need to consider other people's feelings and their colors before I do things because not everyone thinks the way that I think. Now, how would I alter my style to approach others? It would definitely be helpful to incorporate some yellow in my life, some fun and enjoyment in teams. Also, not everything needs to be seen as a job that has to get done immediately. I should consider other people's feelings and personalities, and that getting things done shouldn't always be the goal. Working positively and respectively with everyone is, and I should try to accommodate everyone in the group and just enjoy the ride and enjoy being in a team. I do love other people, and so it is something I do want to work on, and this class has taught me so much about that. And yeah, that's my understanding of the frames, and that's me. So thank you.